This is perhaps the funniest angle at which I have done this. Um, the desk is high, and the chair that I have in my room is low. So I basically brought the desk right up against the chair, and this is the angle. And I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. Is that what it's called? Up against the chair. That's where we're at. Hello, welcome to the another video. Um, what was it? Searching for a civilization that doesn't exist. We've got some Wi-Fi's energy here in the thumbnail. I noticed. You're not slick. The spirit of Wi-Fi's has possessed him. No. I have seen that. I've seen a few of the Wi-Fi's ARG videos. Is that what they're called, ARGs? I just haven't really. I don't remember which one that was. One of the most memorable ones was like the psychological experiment where they kidnapped that Minecraft player or something like that. Either way, this is interesting because Parrot's been struggling a little bit with the kingdom. The kingdom ain't in the biggest state. It was mentioned briefly in the last video that they were starving to death, and also in that spoke video where he was basically talking about like players being killed by bandits, players starving. Um, I have to express some confusion. How exactly are they starving? Because because I get that new players, like once they get that initial food, they'll use it and then they'll run out eventually, and then everybody's gonna have to be eating from the same pot basically. But also, it's Minecraft food. Like, can't you just make a big ass farm and put put a bunch of crops there? I mean, forgive me for sounding like one of those out of touch billionaires in real life that just doesn't know how it works, but like, I've played the game before. I know that food is a self replicating thing, particularly crops. I know that you can't, that mob spawning is a thing, but also potatoes is an excellent source of food because you can bake those and then they'll have higher saturation. So, what's the deal with like, could you not just have a potato, a seed of some kind that will result in food? Like, and then make your own farm either on top of your house or underneath your house? I don't think Faimata would take issue with that. It would literally solve the problem. Like, you're just waiting around starving to death when you could just go over to the freaking wheat kingdom or whatever they call it and get some freaking wheat. Get some seeds, put some. What is going on? What is happening? I get that it's a few. I get that it's like thousands of players, like probably like in the tens of thousands, but also like the same concept still stand. If everybody has their own personal farm, nobody's starving. Am I missing? I gotta be missing something here. There's gotta be something going on here. Maybe it'll be addressed in this video. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm confused. I can't tell whether that's a plot hole or whether there's just something that I'm not really considering. But either way, this is an almost unheard of occurrence. I have actually caught up and I am reacting to a video less than 24 hours after it was released. I saw it last night. I was like, oh, okay. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not sick. I'm not pulled apart by scheduling issues. I'm not having to worry about someone else in the other room while I'm recording. I've handled my business for the day in the morning. Did a little shopping, a little grocery shopping. I mean, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm trying to tilt this so that I don't have to. Um, so I guess we could watch the video. Judging by the thumbnail, I don't really know what to make of it. It's the freaking it had that Wi-Fi's the world that doesn't exist background thing going on, and then it had like a some kind of castle-esque structure. I'm wondering if maybe there's some kind of anomaly going on here, or there is a slight horror element to this. Obviously, the titles they have a little bit of a twist to them usually. The Flame video that I just reacted to, I think he changed the title like twice, like the three different titles. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like the titles do sometimes change. So if I notice it, if I think to, because at the time of reaction that was the title, so I don't want people to get confused. But either way, I really don't know what to expect. But I'm excited to find out. So let's do it. Let me make sure that everything is the way it is. I realize that that sentence absolutely makes no sense, but you know what I mean.
As the king of Unstable SMP, I recently sent a group of players on an expedition more than 100,000 blocks outside of my kingdom.
Just sent
Since
them?
this part of the world was still heavily unexplored, their mission was to build a civilization out there and determine if it was actually livable for the thousands of other players back in my kingdom who had nowhere left to go. This is where we're gonna build the city of Skymore. Remember, if you guys succeed, this will open up tons of...
Soul?
Soon after these players got to work, I left, promising to return in a week's time to check in and deliver more supplies. And as promised, a week later, I made the long and dangerous journey back to Skymore. Only to find that all of its 1,000 players had completely vanished.
Please no. Not again.
Yo, do you see anyone?
Yo, what's up everybody?
Did
We're
Clown
back.
kidnap them again? Sorry, I just...
Is this where they were building?
Hello? Anybody here?
Oh, they got little credits on the things.
Parrot, is this the right spot?
Yeah, I mean, this is where we had them start building, dude.
Like, are you sure?
I'm 100%
Did they all...
sure.
If they all die, then
Hello?
the stuff would still be
Hello?
there.
What could have
'Cause of chunk
possibly
loading.
happened here? Alright, everybody listen up. I don't know what could have possibly happened to this place, but 1,000
Capital
players
City?
don't just suddenly disappear like this. We're gonna find out what happened to them, and if they're even still alive in the first place. So from here, I want to have all of you guys search around the general area, and Theo and I will focus our search efforts primarily in this specific kingdom. And finally, if you hear me or Theo blow this horn, which sounds like this, report back to the kingdom immediately.
To the kingdom?
We'll find them.
Not only had I traveled out here with a 20-person squadron, but I also had my best friend Theo, who just so happened to be one of the most skilled players on the entire
Just
server.
happened to be.
If anyone was going to be able to figure out what happened to this place, it was going to be us. But, to be honest,
With my brains
I
and
had
your
never seen
brawn?
anything like this before.
Parrot, do you have any idea what could have happened?
Maybe a mass kidnapping, but
It seems like most of these houses aren't even, like,
it'd be
finished
difficult to pull that off.
And that's not the strange part. It doesn't look like this place got attacked, or looted or anything.
Unless
Even
they were
the
all
signs
drawn
are still left in
somewhere.
place.
It literally makes no sense. Parrot, I do not have good feelings about what's going on here. How
Yeah.
do we know we're not gonna just disappear?
Just look for clues, dude. However, the more Theo and I searched around,
Listen-
the more we
at least
realized
listen
how
to what he's
strange this
saying.
disappearance actually was.
Parrot still has
What?
that problem.
This is still going.
Every bit of the civilization was still left completely intact.
Oh, an
and
auto
there was
smelter.
no sign that something had gone wrong. It was almost like whatever happened here
Oh.
happened all at once.
Dude, all I know is that I'm freaking out. Like I'm spooked, dude. I think we can call this experiment a fail. We should
Theo.
get everyone
They'll just give
together
up on
and
them, though.
Pack up and leave.
What about the 1,000 people who disappeared, dude?
Right.
I don't know. What about them? Have
They
we
just
found them?
disappeared for nothing? Let's keep searching.
You gotta look for
There
them
has
at
to be
least.
something,
Ascertain
dude.
what
Something
happened.
clearly happened here. Luckily, after about
And
another
take some
30 minutes of
precautions.
searching, Theo and I found something. Reyna, I had to run. Follow the farmland.
Oh. I had to run.
This is the first actual clue that we have as to what could have possibly happened here. And maybe there is some sort of survivor. Follow the farmland.
That's very interesting.
Alright, I guess we follow the farmland and then we disappear.
Did they form a cult?
I mean, this is the farmland.
Or did they do their own thing? And then someone, that's why they said I had to run and that's why they left?
Are you sure this is what they're talking about?
Wait!
What? Wait,
Morse
what?
code?
Till these 2 pieces of dirt, and then follow me. Okay.
Using his parrot superpowers.
What?
Oh. He's gonna test to see if they...
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Magical 10 perception.
Theo, don't you see it?
I don't get it.
No, I mean either. There's a shadow there.
Okay. There's Morse code in the dirt.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, Morse code?
Yeah. You know, that code that uses like dots and dashes to spell out letters? Here, I'll tell you what it says and can you just write it down for me?
Yeah.
As expected, the Morse code spelled out a message.
So what does it say?
I ran east. Zoe.
E.
Man, who's Zoe?
One of
And
the
also,
players.
like, who's Reyna? And why are they writing in Morse code instead of just drawing a stupid arrow?
Zoe might have been the one talking to
Theo had a
Reyna.
good point. But if I were to guess, Zoe and Reyna were most likely 2 players who were once part of Skymore. After whatever happened here, the 2 of them must have gotten separated and were trying to find each other. Which meant that if we just followed Zoe's trail of clues, we could track her down and figure out what actually happened to this place.
Whoa.
Yo, what's up, dude?
King Parrot! Parrot! King Parrot! I heard you blow the emergency horn, so I came.
Uh-oh.
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Did they blow
What
the horn?
happened?
You... What?
Oh.
I haven't blown my horn at all, bro.
I
Like,
didn't hear a horn.
I promise I heard a horn.
I mean, I was just about to.
Someone's
Like,
trying to
that's
split
what
them
you
up?
were-
The sound definitely came from the east.
Oh.
Okay, I'm calling everyone back.
Parrot, this cannot be good. Wait, this cannot be good.
Dude, it came from the east. That's
Guys, everybody come back to the castle.
probably the direction where Zoe and or Reyna
Parrot,
are.
this is not good.
Where did everyone go? I ran around the entirety of Skymore calling for everybody to come back. But to my absolute dismay, only 5 of the original 20 squadron members returned. Where's the rest of the team?
I think that they went east, because the horn was coming from that direction.
Everybody
Could
stick
it be the
together.
Knolls?
Let's head this way.
East?
Yeah. An entire civilization going missing was already one thing, but now most of my squadron had been led somewhere.
Because that's
and I
very
had no
sudden.
choice but to figure out where they had gone. Straight line across. We're gonna
For
check
them to
across
be
the
lured.
perimeter. Spread out by about 10 blocks. Okay. We're gonna start moving forward this way.
Someone who probably knew what the horn meant. Who might have been there listening to the conversation. That's uneasy.
Parrot, we need to go. I really don't know what is happening. And I think we should get more people, and I think we should come back more prepared.
We need to figure out who's blowing this horn.
I mean,
or what's blowing this horn. Let's go. Everybody follow me.
at least proceed
coming
with
from over
caution
here.
at least. As they head closer, they're gonna find the source of it. There's some kind of massive trap going.
Hello? Just stop. Here, guys, let's go down.
That does not sound like
I am
everybody's
not going
not
down
comfy with that.
Nah, you got that.
You're not a good guard, but you are smart. Yeah. You could just figure out where the staircase
Here,
goes
let's
and
go,
then
please.
bunker bust into it. Theo's a ride or die. Just hope that none of them die. That they keep riding.
Come out. If you're down there, come out.
Don't mess with us.
Even Theo's
That's
scared.
the king you're listening to.
This. They're gonna find the knights who say me.
Come out.
Last chance.
Literally,
go,
the
go, go.
King Arthur and Bedivere lost in the Forest of Ewing.
Wait. This is all. Dude, this is the gear from all of our guards. Parrot, they're all dead.
Or
They're dead.
disarmed. Because
I know,
Marlo used
Theo,
that same.
I know.
Marlo used
I
that
know.
same tactic though, to make it look like Theo was dead.
Hello?
You can't be serious. You can't be serious, dude.
That is not. Y'all are not in a good
Guys.
place. Maybe it would be a good idea to withdraw.
In just the span of an hour, Theo and I had lost our entire squadron, and our only lead on where they, or the people of Skymore could have gone, hinged on a singular clue left by this Zoe person.
Bro, stop blowing that thing. Do you want it to find us more easily?
But
We
you don't.
have a clue.
Yeah, you don't know what
okay?
it is though.
We have a clue that's telling us to go east. And this horn was also coming from the east. We owe it to the people of this kingdom, dude. We owe it to the people
What?
of Skymore.
We owe it to the people of Skymore to get killed just like them?
That's
1,000 people, bro.
I'm going.
something happened.
I need to figure out what happened to this place, dude. And not only that, we have to figure out if these people are even still alive.
Okay, fine, bro. You're leading the way.
Okay, let's just keep heading east then.
And
Just stick together no matter what, bro, okay?
Yeah. No kidding.
Theo and I started heading east, looking for any sort of clue that could either lead us to Zoe or explain who or what was blowing this horn.
How far could this Zoe person have even run?
We've only gone like 6,000 blocks away. But
I was right about the
we just
horror
don't know
element.
when that message was left is the issue. Because there was a week gap in between that expedition started and when we showed up to check in on them. They could have already been running for 3 whole days, dude. But the further east we went, the deeper we were going into unexplored territory. And
I
to
don't-
be honest, the two of us had no idea what to expect out here.
I don't think they're dead.
Wait,
Oh,
Because they're disappearing them, not killing them.
there's a town in front of us.
I can't see because of your big head.
Okay. Because I'm the biggest builder.
Yeah,
dude.
I
I
was
don't know what to
just
say.
gonna.
No, I'm just whatever, bro. Yeah, I guess I was
He doesn't
right.
even
We
have
just
the energy to
built a new
debate that.
civilization, right?
Theo's theory did make sense, but after entering this town, it quickly became clear that this wasn't the case at all. Hello?
King,
Are
what
you
are you
guys-
doing here?
From the kingdom of Skymore? Hello?
Lots of flowers for graves.
Are you guys gonna say anything?
Just keep looking at me.
Hello?
Okay,
Bro. Tempest.
this is not.
Do you know anyone named Zoe? I think this is a dead end, dude. I don't know. This
What even
I'm-
is this place?
There
People are
something.
freaking me out.
Why are there so many houses but so little people, dude? Something about this place was off. But since Theo and I had already traveled out this far,
they're under
we decided
duress.
to keep looking around the town, which is when we found something. What is this?
Somebody's controlling their behavior somehow. Are those some of the players that disappeared? Or maybe were disappeared?
These are names.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe
These aren't anyone we know, right?
Theo! Look at this. This might not be the same Zoe that we're looking for, but we might be onto something here.
Did you say Zoe? Zoe?
Yo, you have a mic?
Do you know Zoe?
I mean, we're looking for someone named Zoe. Because we had this civilization.
I think I'm starting to
like,
piece this together.
6,000 blocks west of here. And everybody there went missing.
I think you should come with me. We don't get many visitors here. You can sit down.
Actually, no one can.
Is this, like, your tavern or something?
You like it?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
What were we talking about again?
Well, we were talking about that player on that...
Something in the
over there,
water, or...
Zoe 444.
Oh, yeah.
What are all the signs about? Who are those people?
Something they can't talk about openly.
The signs.
Oh.
What happened?
I think they're...
Town was made up of a bunch of new players who just logged on. We built it from scratch and everything was going well. But then 20 people went on an expedition to get food. They were supposed to come back after one day, but they never did. Not a single one.
It sounds a lot like what happened to our civilization. Me and Theo, we sent out an expedition of 1,000 people, about 6,000 blocks west of here. And then when we checked up on them, they were all gone. Our only lead is that person named Zoe. We have a feeling that they
So far, I'm thinking that this town is under some kind of duress, is being controlled by somebody or some group, and cannot talk about the disappearances openly, and that the names that are on those signs are basically like kind of like red letters almost, like, hey, these people are a reminder to be on your best behavior. That's the vibe that I'm getting, because everybody else is just completely silent, just kind of like cognitive dissonance, like just going about their day. And the way that this person is talking about is still very vague, very uncertain. Like there's like something's, yeah, that's what it smells like to me. I'm not sure who exactly it could be, but I am noticing I'm getting some feelings that it could be connected to, like, if new players are involved, it could be connected to that person or persons who didn't want new players to show up, who kept Spawn the way that it was. I don't know.
showed up around here, so that's why we were curious.
Oh. Yeah, Zoe was here.
You want to elaborate?
She had no armor and only a little bit of food.
Is there, like, anything you know? Anything that she told you at all? Anything that you remember?
She kept asking really weird questions.
Like, what kind of questions?
Spit it out.
Like, what our village was, and why most houses are empty.
Same questions Parrot and Theo are asking.
For some reason, she wanted to know what the server was like before she joined.
Oh.
But Why would I know? I never leave this place.
So that's what all of those signs are for. All those signs are people who left and never came back. So where is Zoe now?
She's not here.
That much has been
I let her
gathered.
stay here for a couple of hours, and even offered some food. But she didn't want any of it. All she did was sit in this corner, and she stared at the door.
Like all the people in
Almost
front
like
of
she
the
was waiting for someone.
tavern.
And that's it. You don't know where she came from. She didn't tell you anything.
Oh, wait. She left a message.
Can we see the message?
Well, it was just for someone named Reyna.
Look, dude, we need to see this message. We'll give you the message back. We just need to see what it is. Please.
Okay.
My heart rate is quickening. First, I never died, then head east while hearing it. Travel east, find letters only when examining real signs. Okay, so this is some kind of decipherable thing.
Looks like it's some sort of cipher. Alright. Well, I guess Theo and I will probably get going then. Because this Zoe person...
Assuming
said she was
that
heading
Capybara
east.
here
Wait,
didn't
what?
get...
Well, we gotta, like, find out what
Wait.
happened.
Wait.
Yeah, thanks for your help, man.
No. You can't leave this town. You're one of us now. You can't leave.
No, they're
Don't make me add
visitors.
your names to the wall too.
Dude,
Please stay. You have to stay.
dude, we have to figure out what happened. 1,000
It's-
people just disappeared.
Very interesting.
We'll figure out what's, like, doing this.
Does something happen to everyone who leaves then?
Let's get out of here. This part of the world was strange.
Very.
It didn't take a genius to realize that. However, it was obvious that whatever we were dealing with out here was a person, or a group of people. Not that I believed otherwise at any point, but whoever this was, they were far stronger and smarter than any normal player. And Zoe definitely knew this too, since there'd be no reason for her to leave clues if this wasn't the case.
Right.
Well, this Zoe person's pretty smart. I'll give her that. I already tried a Caesar cipher and a simple substitution, but it seems like we need some sort of, like, key in order to solve it. Now, luckily, this was a complete lie. I had already solved the clue itself, but I couldn't risk saying anything out loud in case we were being listened to.
Yeah.
You see, the clue that Zoe had written down was quite clever. First, I never died, then headed east, while hearing it. Travel east. Find letters only when examining real signs. And then, what seemed like 3 encoded words. This Zoe person made it seem like the actual solution was in this bottom cipher, when, in reality, if you just take the first letter of each word in the previous section, it spells out, find the white flowers. From what it looked like, this Zoe person had left a trail of white flowers for us to follow, which we continue to do. But after about another 2,500 blocks of traveling, Theo and I stumbled across something in the distance. There's a settlement or something, like a camp. Just be careful.
There aren't a whole lot of smart player.
Hideout or something?
There aren't a whole lot of smart players on the server, basically.
Let's park our horses up here.
But obviously, Parrot's not the only one.
What is that?
Looks like those are meant to simulate tents.
Looks deserted.
Yeah, I don't see anyone. Hello?
That's a larger campsite.
Hello? Anyone here?
What are these banners?
Got this flame kind of theme going.
Yeah, but not exactly. They're stealing his brand.
Stop.
What?
I heard grass.
What?
Don't move.
Why?
Can I move?
Did you hear that?
No.
Someone following invisibly?
Are you playing with me, bro?
No, someone just broke blocks. I
Now is
just
the
heard
time
it.
for play.
Someone literally just broke dirt blocks under us.
Unless that was a
Do you
lure.
have a shovel?
Bro, are you sure you're just not like
I'm
nervous?
positive, dude. I'm positive.
I did not hear
Nervousness-based hallucinations.
I heard it. Did you hear that? This way, this way. Dig, 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 dig.
that was me breaking.
Stop.
Maybe he...
Are you sure you're not just going crazy?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Theo, I'm sure.
Maybe this is a ruse to deceive whoever is listening to them.
Theo, let's go get our horses and get out of here. Clearly, whoever this was, they were still following us. And to make matters even worse, when Theo and I headed back to get our horses, we found that they had completely vanished.
Oh,
What?
not the horses.
Yo,
What?
dingus?
Dingus better be alright.
Yo, what?
Our horses, dude.
No, literally, no. Parrot, literally, where did they go? Literally, how? How?
Well, it's easier to
Somebody's
move
following us.
horses
Put
than
simply,
players.
Our horses had been stolen, confirming
This is
that there
definitely
were
a
at least
group.
2 different people behind the disappearance of Skymore. One person had been distracting us back at the camp, while at least one other had killed or stolen our horses. But their logic simply didn't make much sense to me. If they truly wanted to kill us, if they really were that strong,
Yes.
why would they go for our horses?
Just because they don't want to kill
And
you.
Suddenly, that's when it clicked.
Theo, do not read this message out loud in case.
Bro,
Oh.
Theo, do not read this message out loud in case we're being listened to right now. Whoever this is, they're trying to beat us in a war of attrition. Back in the vault, all of the food from our teammates was gone. Just now, our horses were stolen. They want us to run out of material.
This feels like Noel,
As we
but
continue heading east, I want you to pretend that you didn't bring much food with you. When this person thinks that we've run out of resources, they'll strike. I have a plan. Just do as I say. Let's keep going east. Got it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we don't have horses, we're gonna run out of food pretty fast.
I mean, I actually kind of am really genuinely low on food, kind of.
Good,
Yeah.
good acting.
After another few hours of traveling, the 2 of us arrived at a massive desert. With
He's
no
learning.
grass around the area, the trail of white flowers out here had completely stopped. What is in front of us?
Yeah, what is that?
Here, let's go check it out.
Oh, Zoe's
looks like
counting
it's
on
some
y'all to
kind of
have high
room.
render distance.
I mean, this definitely isn't natural. But who would just, like, build this out here?
It's like those ruins from Sentinel and
And
ESO. Or not Sentinel, the Alakir
Yeah.
Desert.
Do you think maybe like Zoe could have
Built those
stopped here?
on the fly.
Possibly. If we were going to keep following Zoe's trail of flowers out in a place like this, we would have to look in places that weren't as obvious as before. What?
Oh,
I didn't even
A
see
veritable
that.
campsite.
A book and a quill.
what does it say?
It's a message from Zoe.
Wait,
No,
really?
that's
Yeah.
definitely...
What does it say?
It's another code. It looks like it's a 4-shift Caesar cipher.
He also probably
It
lied
says,
about
"Head
that.
south from here." Why all of a sudden, after having us go east all this time, would she have us go south? something about this message was off. First of all, the code itself was much simpler than the previous one that Zoe had given us, and also, there was zero confirmation
guess this is
that this
a
was
fourth
actually
shift,
written
yeah.
by her. After all, Zoe wasn't stupid. Logically, if she actually wanted us to go south, she would have left a white flower inside of the chest as well to prove that she was the one who had written this book. Here, Theo, let's think about this for a bit. Let's also get some more food in the meantime. I wasn't going to let an opportunity like this go to waste though. Knowing that whoever was following us wouldn't hesitate to destroy our crops the moment we left, I decided to leave something behind for them. I was going to see how smart these players actually were. Okay. I'm gonna build a pillar over here, and then we should go out exploring to see if there's any other clues around the area. For the next 15 minutes, Theo and I pretended to explore around the desert while waiting for our crops to grow, making sure to give plenty of time for these players to take the bait that I set for them.
And since they think they're running low on resources, they're probably going to move in for the
Whoever
kill.
built this just wanted to aura farm, I guess.
I mean, no record of who made it, but your works will remain. Man, the server is a mess. All kinds of little groups just...
When Theo and I returned back to our camp, all of our crops had been destroyed. But, just as I had hoped for, there were also items missing from our chest. You see, the items that I had left behind were extremely intentional. And, interestingly, out of all the things that were taken from our chest, this supposed message from Zoe was still there. If this book was real, these players
They would have
had
taken
every
it.
reason to take it for themselves, especially seeing that they were willing to go as far as stealing our food, leads, and TNT minecarts.
It's a lure.
But the fact that they didn't could only mean one thing.
And she wasn't using a
As I had
cipher.
guessed, it was a fake.
Wait,
Or she might have
more
been,
runes.
but...
Oh yeah. Good eye. Look, this one's shaped more like a coliseum.
Oh, wait, this is kind of
Like,
cool. Dude,
like
I
one of
would put
those
a base right here.
way shrines of the
Oh,
Nine.
yeah, look. Speaking of which,
Another chest. What is this?
This is odd.
what is this, bro?
Do you know what the king in yellow is?
You're just making stuff up, bro.
What?
No, you're just making. What is the king of yellow?
The
Is-
king in yellow? It's me.
You are way too corny
What?
to be the ruler of
What?
the whole server, bro.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Knowing that we were still heading in the right direction,
I was like,
Theo
you're
and
not
I
allowed
kept
to
pushing on,
do-
following.
I did remember that I haven't seen that new video, but I think the King in Yellow is from that new video, and I was like, are you about to reference a Weefy's video right now? Like, is this like, how do you explain that away in the universe?
The path of white flowers that Zoe had left behind.
What's this little island right here?
I don't know. Of
I love
course,
this music,
Theo
too.
himself was beginning to grow a bit skeptical, since I still hadn't explained why we'd ignored the clue in the desert, and why we were still heading east. But I just needed him to hold out for a little bit longer. I think we're getting closer
I should keep him in the loop,
Finding
though.
and finding out what happened to
That
Skylar.
alienation's not going to be good for him,
Hope so,
especially
bro.
right
We've
now.
just been going the same direction.
How much food do you have left?
I'm down to 3 golden carrots and 4 bread.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to 2 pieces of cooked chicken.
Dude, where is Zoe? Hello?
And how could someone be listening at that rate?
The king of Unstable SMP would like to talk to you. Hello?
Yes. We'd like to talk to you about your
hear me?
Electra's extended warranty.
Dude, what are you
We're branching out.
saying? Bro's trying to create an echo.
Echo. Did you hear that?
I don't know if that's how that works in
I'm
forests.
the biggest bird! on the big. Wait.
Wow, who said that?
Dude, you suck at that. Here's how it's done. I'm the biggest bird. The biggest bird. The biggest bird.
Okay, so
I'm
they're
just tired of walking. Okay, if you're gonna kill us already.
Kill us already.
very unserious.
The more we passed by these white flowers, the closer I realized we were getting to Zoe. It was only going to be a matter of time until we found her. And if we were going to take care of whoever was following us, we had to act fast.
Right, because if you find her while they're following you, you're just gonna doom her.
So, Theo and I began climbing higher and higher up our makeshift fort to get a good vantage point. I'm fully out of food.
Okay, I can spare you 2 pieces of bread and then I'm out too.
By now, whoever this was had to believe that Theo and I were pretty much out of food, since we had been saying this for hours on end. If they were going to strike, they were going to strike soon.
And you're forcing them to
Sure
only
enough,
come from...
It wasn't long until we started hearing their horns.
Okay. That's not nice.
Did you see them?
Over this way, over this way. The plan was simple. Although we looked like sitting ducks, the moment these players attacked, we would fight back as best we could. In a best case scenario, we could detain and question these players, uncover their ties to Skymore, and then find Zoe. In a worst case scenario, we would have to run away, but even then, we would still gain a better understanding of who exactly these players were.
Do they have
But
elytras?
for the next 10 minutes, they refused to show themselves, and instead, all they did was blow their horn.
Just taunting them.
I don't understand why they're not attacking.
And why it's only snowing around where they are, and that little
We
bit.
have no more food.
We're just gonna die.
The horn stopped.
Oh my goodness.
Actually over, dude. Wait!
I don't know why I'm bracing myself like for a jump scare.
Wait. Look.
It's a map. Take one, take one.
Oh.
Wait, what?
There's
Wait.
Oh.
there's icons on it. Theo, let's chase.
Wait.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's a...
Wait, which
but
one?
you don't know who that is.
I'll take the one that's going up.
Okay.
So you're gonna get
I'll go
separated.
Bottom, I guess.
Great idea.
Wait, we can actually... If they're just players, we can kill them.
Something about this. I think those maps were meant to separate them. That's why they're going in different directions. Now,
Wait, Theo. Theo.
do you figure that out?
Theo,
What?
come back.
What?
I just realized something.
Mhm.
What? Wait, they disappeared.
Isn't it really strange? When we first tracked down the horns, back at the civilization to that underground vault,
There was no one there.
they heard you and then stopped, and then just disappeared. When we arrived at that camp, we heard them digging underground, but the moment they heard you, they left again.
That is... Silly Billy?
They killed all of our teammates, every last one of them. They took our horses, they took our food, but yet for some reason, They never even dared to lay a finger on us, bro. And even just now, they were trying to separate us.
Yeah. That's why they.
Think about it, dude.
That's
There
why
were
they want
two
them.
icons heading in two different directions.
Right.
They wanted us to split up.
Oh.
They're purposely avoiding you, bro. They also took your minecarts back in the desert.
Is it specifically him
Whoever
or?
this is, they're scared of you, bro. I have a
Scared?
plan.
Who could it be? Because Silly Billy is not scared of him, and I don't think he would be involved so quickly after the last episode.
Here, Theo, let's go. This way.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is your plan?
I mean, yeah, like I wrote it down in the book and gave it to you.
This is a stupid plan.
What?
This plan sucks. Like, how is this even gonna work?
I mean, he can't tell you because he
Well, it's
wrote.
gonna work, cause like, do you not see what I wrote in that book, dude?
Oh,
Yeah, bro, I see it. I see your plan, and it sucks.
I think I know what he wrote.
This is a stupid plan. I'm not following this.
So what? You're. What?
No, this is just gonna get us killed, bro. I'm tired of following you around.
Why would this get us killed?
Yeah,
We're so close.
Parrot. I'm tired of following you around and following your stupid plans that would just get us killed. You can go on your stupid goose chase if you want to, bro. Go and find Zoe. I'm tired of it. I'm not following you anymore, bro. Screw you.
Wait, but
He said
I'm
crouchingly.
done.
what about the entire civilization of Skymore? Like all the 1,000 players who disappeared?
So what? It's just a bunch of noobs. This is the last straw, bro. I'm done.
You're going
Right.
the wrong way, bro.
I don't care.
With Theo gone, I had no choice but to keep
I'm
pushing
not
forward.
concerned.
And as I made my way,
I know
deeper
what's
and
up. I
deeper
think I
into
know
the
what's up.
forest, the white flowers that Zoe had presumably left were starting to become far more common. However, now that Theo and I had fully separated, it was only going to be a matter of time until these players showed themselves.
Right.
What?
I don't think it's that they're
Northeast?
scared of Theo, apart from just PvP. I think it's that they're trying to get them both separated. So upon hearing that they're both together, and now that for all they know, they're separated, they're gonna try to make a move. So whoever it is might even show themselves. But
No way, right?
in a cabin in the middle of everything, that's you want to draw your if she was on if whoever Zoe was on the run, they wouldn't want to draw attention to themselves like that. But maybe they're also gonna wait until Parrot finds Zoe to make their move.
Hello?
But if they're both smart, and also they might be in for a surprise.
To whoever is reading this, my name is Zoe
444. I was a member of King Parrot's failed civilization called Skymore. After King Parrot left and we began building Skymore, we noticed that something existed out here. We would hear strange sounds, and anyone who left the civilization to map out the area never returned. We called this thing the Monster. Just 48 hours into the construction of Skymore, we were attacked by this monster, which turned out to be a kingdom of players far stronger than us.
The arachnids.
In this attack, only 10 of us survived. Us 10 remaining players were relocated to their kingdom, which we later learned was a kingdom of old players called Cindercrest. Upon arriving, we were forced to farm food to supply their kingdom. 4 of us quickly died from starvation. 2 of us died from natural causes. 2 of us tried to escape, but were caught and killed by Cindercrest's army, leaving only me and my friend, Raina. One day, I was farming wheat with Raina when she asked me a question.
Zoe, this server's supposed to be infinite, right?
Yeah?
So that means players can create anything they want, right?
Yeah.
Then why do we have to farm food for all these people? And why are all the people at spawn still starving?
Good question.
That was the moment I realized something was wrong with this world. But I didn't know what. Because all I know are the stories that I've overheard from other players inside the city.
More new players? What is King Parrot thinking?
Like I said, in exactly 1 week it won't matter what the king thinks. We'll just kill all these new players and take back spawn. It belongs to us old players anyway.
Zoe, why do these old players hate us so much? What did we ever do to them?
How was I supposed to answer her question? I don't even know the answers myself.
Did you just hear that? Someone heard us. It might have been one of those new players. Find them.
They were gonna kill us, so I ran. I escaped Cindercrest with only 26 pieces of bread in my inventory, but in the heat of the moment, Raina and I got separated. I traveled back to Skymore, because that's the only place I knew of on the server. But after realizing that the Cindercrest army was hunting us, I decided to travel even further out and left clues for Raina to find me.
Raina might not have made it.
I eventually ran out of food and made it here. The trees here don't drop apples and these berries don't help much either. I hope that someone is following my trail of flowers and can make it here quickly. Because more than anything, I just want to be able to find out and tell Raina. Tell her why these old players despise us when we did nothing wrong. Tell her why the seemingly infinite world is not actually infinite. Raina, if you followed my trail of flowers and are the one reading this book, I'm sorry I couldn't find you in time. Because I have likely starved to death. So, I hope you can answer your own questions for me.
Here's one more page. Is that the arachnids? Or is it a different kingdom entirely?
Well, well, well. Isn't the man himself the king of Unstable?
So I was right, they
Standing in front of me
weren't
is what
scared
seemed
of.
to be a squadron of players from the Cindercrest Kingdom, as well as Shoebilly, a renowned assassin who had targeted me and Theo a few weeks earlier.
Yep.
Great job, my marvelous king. Bravo, great job. Round of applause for you. I can almost see the headlines. King Parrot goes missing after searching for his failed civilization. Well, at least you know what happened. They're all dead. Every single one of them. They're all dead.
Congrats, death and destruction.
You were the monster this whole time. You guys, Cindercrest, are the players who have been terrorizing everyone out here. And now you're gonna go off and declare war on my kingdom? And all the innocent new players who spawned in?
Well, don't blame me.
That's literally
I
your
just
fault,
worked for
though.
the highest bidder. But I played that perfectly. Wow. I was almost afraid I would have to fight Pio again. That would have been a real pain, but now it's just you. Some king you are.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
He's pissed.
Are you actually crazy, bro? 1,000 players. 1,000 of them. All robbed of their opportunity to ever play on this server again.
What are you even laughing about? Are you just laughing at yourself?
I need you to be honest with me. When you killed those 1,000 players in my civilization,
Did you feel something?
did you feel any bit of remorse?
Not at all. This is a cruel world, Parrot. You should know the most out of anyone that only the strong are meant to survive. And on Unstable, the only way to stay alive is to be a little bit selfish.
You sound an awful lot like someone I used to know. Makes me kind of sick having to hear all this for the second time now.
Ooh.
Do you know what you did? Do you know what you did?
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Of course I know.
To my people!
Because he's not gonna just let
And you're
that
just
slide.
standing in front of me like nothing happened, bro.
Hey, laugh it up, because
Alright. Well, I've heard enough. You got any last words?
Yeah. Theo,
What?
light him up, bro.
ooh, it's Christmas again.
Theo's here? Huh? Theo's here? Hello?
Hello. Goodbye.
You like that shoe, Billy?
And now it's a 2v1.
Yeah!
And you just admitted that you're afraid of
I have
him.
a plan. I want you to use the map to tail behind me. Pretend that this book that I give you has an outrageous plan that puts us in
Yep.
danger, and get really mad and then leave.
Maybe I
I'm going
do
to find Zoe.
have a
Just follow behind and strike. when
sixth
they
sense for
appear.
this.
Keep Parrot, get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
All right, I'll meet you back at Skymore, bro.
Be careful,
See ya.
Theo. The messed up thing about that is it's kind of like with the last episode where he and Faimata felt responsible for what has been done, what's being done to the new players, what everybody's starving, what's being what happened to this civilization, but he's not. There's little. What can you do? Like 1,000-player civilization should be able to take care of itself, right? They should be able to guard and protect themselves. That was a particular instance. That was somebody organized who, like what Silly Billy was saying about like the highest bidder. Somebody wanted that civilization to fail. somebody, once the new player is gone, and I think that same person wants Parrot to fail as well. Because when they start hearing about the 1,000-player civilization, that's only gonna, like, obviously, the lives that have been lost are important, right? I think that's also going to be used against him, though. People are going to see that as his failing. And, like, just a large-scale atrocity like that, I'm thinking, what could he have done to prepare for that? Maybe survey the area a little better, I guess, but, like, I mean, like, if it seems like that happened as soon as the civilization was formed. Are there all of those players actually, like, did some of them escape? I think maybe the book was saying that they didn't make it, or that a lot of them ended up starving to death. They said that they were attacked, so it was probably Silly Billy. And obviously we've seen that one, like, you know, the 2v1000, obviously, like, one person, if they're powerful enough, taking on 1,000, that's not completely out of the question. Especially if they're not very well equipped, like if they're a new civilization. Oh, what a freaking waste. Hope Theo's gonna be okay. I think he might be in over his head.
Yo. Oh my god.
You're fine.
I wouldn't say that, bro.
Like emotional damage?
You should know the most out of anyone, that only the strong are meant to survive. And on Unstable, the only way to stay alive is to be a little bit selfish.
Should we get going?
Yeah.
Who is that? There's someone here.
What? Where?
I recognize
Over here.
that skin. The freaking Attack on Titan
Hello?
uniform.
Zoe? Zoe, where are you?
Oh.
Hello? King Parrot? What are you doing here? Do you know where my friend is? Her name's Zoe. She was a part of the civilization you brought us out to build. We got attacked by a different...
Oh my goodness.
So, where is she?
Well, don't. You should, like, say something verbally.
She's starved.
I'm sorry. I know I'm meant to be your guys' king. And I wanted to build this civilization to protect all of us. Theo.
What?
We're ending this.
Ending what?
It's not too late, bro. You read the book. We have to go and destroy Cindercrest before they come and attack Spawn.
Oh, right.
No. Like, we can't. It's...
Do you know what they're gonna
I know what they're gonna do, Parrot. I know. I'm saying we can't stop them.
Bro, Theo, what are you talking about? If we just come up with some sort of plan and
Was it
like
something
head
that
over
Silly
to
Billy
them-
told them?
Bro, are you kidding me? Do you know what we're up against?
That
Did
doesn't
you see how
matter.
strong Billy was, bro? Like, if we didn't get the jump on him, he would have killed us.
How strong
He's
was the
gonna be way
mafia?
more careful next time, bro. Like,
And where are
this
they?
was our one chance. This is our one chance. We caught him off guard, and I mean, I barely got out of there alive. Like, I can't even lie. I'm scared of him, bro.
Then assemble some
I think
folks.
he could have killed us if he wanted to, and
Okay.
Gather
Okay.
some old
That's
allies.
fair enough.
I
You have saved my life. More times than I can even count. I trust your judgment. We won't be dumb.
But you
But
have to do something.
that doesn't mean that we're not gonna fight back.
Right.
If a war is really about to break out, we have to go and warn the rest of the server. Let's go, Theo. Let's go.
Wait. They killed her. She ran because of them. If Cindercrest didn't exist, she wouldn't have died. I know I'm new to this server, but please let me help you. I want to fight them.
I saw that coming.
I want to make sure they can't win. So, please.
You're the only survivor of Skymore?
Yeah.
Come with us. If you enjoyed this...
Oh my goodness. Like I said before, I think that a lot of the people on the server are disproportionately judgmental of Parrot. Because it would be different if he was like Lettuce, where he was making compromises and he was basically making these large-scale sacrifices for what he believed was right. But he really is prioritizing as many lives as possible. Like, I know during the Spoke video, like, maybe he could have done more, particularly for Spoke and Jumper, but I also understand what he was saying, that at least Noah wouldn't be a priority if they were going after bad players. Like I said, I think that's justified. I think when you're going after... I think if you make a habit out of hurting other people, you are inviting that same treatment onto yourself. I believe that about real life, and I believe that about the server too. So, obviously, if you try to divide your focus between multiple different tasks, you're risking not giving proper attention to either one of them. It just sucks because it's not even that he's like... At least I don't see what the decisions that he's making, apart from maybe like he could have done something. He could have been smarter about how he opened up Spawn. Like he could have put a security station or something there to control the influx of players. Basically make sure that, like, maybe do some psychological tests. I don't know. Like, I don't think that making the civilization was a mistake at all, because the civilization was literally targeted by Silly Billy and the Cindercrest. It was literally targeted for annihilation, and the survivors were targeted for slavery. This isn't like, oh, you know, you're just kind of making decisions and then just, you know, they don't work out because you didn't prepare properly. How do you prepare for Silly Billy? It's like a category whatever Crapstorm. It's just, he really is doing his best, and I think he's smart. And I think a lot of the decisions that he's making are at least decent ones. He's just encountering so much resistance every step of the way. He's dealing with unprecedented issues, things that maybe Lettuce wouldn't have had to deal with. Because I think... I have to wonder, is the Cindercrest Kingdom the ones responsible? Or are they simply like a mercenary kingdom that's led by Silly Billy, that whoever it was who's really responsible for this hired into doing that? Because obviously they don't like the new players either, but... And I'm thinking about some other folks. I'm thinking about that blue person with the trim that fought Wembu in that first video for the mace, and they end up having to give up. I wonder if they were working for Cindercrest as well. But then, like, maybe it's completely unrelated. But also, I think maybe once they defeat Cindercrest, you know, once they defeat Cindercrest, they'll be able to find more information on whoever contacted them and roped them into that project, essentially. Literally, And I understand why Parrot was so upset, because literally, like, that whole thing was basically like microcosm, macrocosm. Basically, a perfect example of what was wrong with the server. You have so many people that have just. I don't even know whether, like, I think that Silly Billy maybe has a little bit of empathy and has, like, a little bit of guilt about it and was just trying to tell himself that he didn't. Because if you do terrible things and you don't care, you're not going to bother coming up with a justification. You're going to say, I did it for fun. But the way he was saying, like, oh, to survive on the server, you have to be a little selfish. That philosophy is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because if everybody in the server conducted themselves appropriately, conducted themselves properly, actually helped each other, actually abstained from using each other, from taking from each other, then everybody would be on the same page and you wouldn't have to be selfish to yeah. I hear the same thing in real life, and this is why I'm passionate about this issue, because if you are selfish, if you whenever it comes to socioeconomic status or certain states, certain countries that are preying on others, it's if you believe in that, you'll probably end up saying things using justifications, manufacturing consent. You'll probably be saying and believing things like, well, I don't think we're ready for change. I don't think that, like, I don't think everyone would agree to that. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't worry about what anyone else is going to do. Don't worry about what kind of game other people are playing, what kind of mode they're playing on. Worry about yourself. Worry about what you are doing, the behaviors you are exhibiting, what you are willing to do for the world that you want. What you are willing to do for a better future. Better yet, worry about what we are willing to do as people, as communities. Unite with these similar goals, right? Don't just magic your responsibility away. If you have to come up with an excuse, damn it, you feel something about it. You feel either guilty or embarrassed. Because congratulations. Like, you just killed 1,000 people. Whoop-de-damn-do. Where do we go from here? What did we add? What did we contribute? Like, did that make the server better? Did that make the server safer? Was that an original thing? That wasn't even original. What like, nothing. You have precisely nothing to offer. Except just the same damn lazy, tired-ass excuses. Pathetic. There are no other term for it. There's nothing else worthy of describing it. And even if they are powerful, and even if they have Silly Billy on their side, they have to do something. There's got to be... They don't have to go after them immediately. Like, restock. Organize. Allies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure Flame, if he wasn't dealing with the Lombardy's, unconfirmed status, I'm sure he'd be down to help. Because he cares about Parrot. Like, when Arachnid was like... I didn't notice it until I was watching it after the fact. But when Arachnid was saying about, like, I'm going to be king of Unstable, I'm going to kill Parrot, he's like, that's not going to happen. And I couldn't tell if he was saying... Like, maybe a little bit of both. I can't really tell if he's saying, like... that's not really possible because Parrot's not going to just die like that. Or if he's saying that's not going to happen because I'll stop you before you even get the chance. But either way, there's got to be people that are willing and able to help. You could organize an army. You could just... Oh, also, how many guards follow them too? Like, all those guards are... Maybe they are actually dead. Because I was thinking, what's the point of disappearing them? But then, like, disappearing them... And then maybe, like, leading them to Cindercrest so they can be forced to work. Like, that's... Yeah, because I'm thinking, like... Because I remember during the Mafia Tomb video how Marlo had put Theo's inventory in a chest or put it out or scattered it or something like that to make it seem like she killed him to try to intimidate Parrot into leaving. So I was thinking maybe there's something similar going on here. Maybe not with the same empathy in mind, but definitely somebody trying to scare them. But I had a feeling that Silly Billy was involved. And I think like what he was saying, he's like, oh, I hope I don't have to fight Theo again. That would be a pain. I think that might have strengthened Theo's confidence a little bit hearing that, because like I was Silly Billy was running around like a freaking wasp, like just sting, 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 and I was scared for Theo. But the fact that he's also scared to fight Theo, like it all comes down to confidence. And if you're not confident with fighting somebody, that's why he didn't attack them when they were both involved, when they were both they were both in the same group. I think that's a pretty good indicator. He can take advantage of that fear, that uncertainty of the outcome of the battle. I don't know what that's even gonna look, because you don't. As funny as like he was gonna say something about the guards when that conversation was spoke from the spoke video. I don't know what he was gonna say, but either way, like he got guards for Northern Council, but that's not gonna be enough. He might need an army, at least a temporary army. Maybe not. I understand if he doesn't want to keep an army. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking about that. I was like, why don't you have guards? But also, armies could be used for sordid purposes. They could be used to exact your will over others. So I guess maybe he'd like to stay away from that kind of temptation. Like he doesn't rely on authority and might to enforce his policies, apart from the guards in Northern Council and maybe the guards in Capital City as well. He makes policies and he gives contributions, basically. He does things for the server, whether they like it or not, that he thinks are good things, and most of the time, like, it would be a reasonable choice. And like I said with the spawn thing, like I knew that leaving spawn in the condition that it was, that wasn't okay. Like he had to honor his promise, you know? Like I understand, like, if you want to control the amount of players, simply leaving all of those withers there, leaving it to be a place where like 90% of everybody who shows up just dies, that's not, no. That's ass. I don't know how other way to put that. That there's got to be better ways to control the population. So, you know, what was I going to say about that? Oh, great. We got another thinking period. Maybe I won't even edit this out. Maybe I'll just have y'all sit with me in silence while I try to remember what I was saying. I gotta talk to you, Pay. You got some unhappy people out there. Not just some of the old guys, some of the new. I was talking about Spawn, how saving it makes like reasonable. It's like hindsight's 20/20. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people just hate his guts because like maybe I just like him as a character and I'm making excuses for him, but I'm just like, don't just sit there and complain about what he's doing. Don't just sit there and complain about all the new players. Do something to make things better. Improve your condition. Forgive me for saying this, and I am only saying this in the context of Unstable. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You are not there. You are not immobile. You can do things. Get to the mines. Mine some diamonds to pay off that debt. Farm your own food. Solve your own damn problems, rather than just waiting around for the little green, blue, cyan bird to solve all your problems and then get mad at him for not doing it quickly enough. That pisses me off. Ungrateful little citizens. Ungrateful citizens. But he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about the fact that they're not grateful, and that's good. That shows that he takes his position as king seriously. He's not king because, like the old-timey kings, where, you know, it's what they want, and at the end of the day, most of the decisions that they're making are for their own sake. The total power that he possesses, or at least like the total authority that he possesses, he uses it for good. He takes it. He's immune to temptations of power. He doesn't care about that. He's not. It just rolls off of him. He's only concerned about making sure. And despite everything that's been going on under him, I really do think that he is the perfect person to be in the throne right now. Because anyone else would have let it got to them by now. Would have it's not. And I really did like that moment at the end where he actually listened to Theo. But he also stood his ground. He took his advice, and that's a good measurement of maturity. Neither being completely stubborn and not listening to anybody, but also not being completely beholden to someone's advice because you can't make your own choices. He's like, okay, you're right, but I do want to do something about this. I love it when he listens to Theo because I might have said it in one of the previous videos, but Parrot is a genius, and that means that one of his biggest foes is going to be arrogance. He's going to believe that he knows best. So he has to realize that knowledge and wisdom can come from sources outside of him, and that he can piece both of them together to form his own conclusion on what's best. But that him listening to Theo write that's only going to strengthen their relationship. That's only going to make them closer as friends. And that's exactly what he needs. And that whole incident with Silly Billy, I think that also built Theo's confidence, because he, just like Parrot, he hates selfishness. He might not be as passionate about helping the server as Parrot is, but he has the same loathing for selfish behavior, as we saw during the purge when Purple was on his bullcrap. And Theo was like, you are a scum of the earth. And then at the frickin' with the capital C police, he's like, you pieces of garbage! That was beautiful. That was splendid. Splendiferous. There was no notes on that. That's. But they definitely need allies. They need something. Don't be afraid to take some stealth training. Now that you got guards in Northern Council, I'm like your citizens. I'm gonna be complaining about something else. How will you know when I'm satisfied? I'll stop complaining. No thank yous or anything. The silence is your cue that you're doing a good job. Bye.